What's up, guys? It's your boy Giselle coming out here with another video, man. And today, man, we're gonna come out here. We're gonna start off with something very consistent that we'll be doing weekly. It's called Perspective Podcast. It'll be about 10 minutes long. We'll sit here and we'll just have a conversation about everything that's been going on in hip hop for that week. And we'll have that about every Saturday or Sunday. I know today's Monday, but we'll have about every week just a Perspective Podcast. And we'll have other videos during the week most of the time, but every Saturday you can count on that. That'll be there. We'll just talk about everything that's going on that week in hip hop. We'll have a little recap on it for that time. For today, for the first episode, we're gonna have one main topic, and that's the biggest topic probably this whole month. And that's the passing of SSS Tentacion. He just died earlier today. Got murdered, and he was shot actually. Yeah, he was shot. Coming back from a motorcycle store. Leaving the motorcycle store, got shot and was and also robbed. Got robbed of his Louis Vuitton bag and other things. But today the whole main purpose will be just the impact and the legacy that he left on the hip hop game. And that's what we're gonna focus on today. And let's just to start off. X came up in Broward County. He came up with Ski Mask, Denzel Curry, Very Rare Members Only. And just what X is leaving here. He was always involved with a lot of controversy. He started a lot of things, but he was the first reason he got big because he was in jail and had to hit songs like a take type thing. But the thing that was even bigger was like X got out of prison. That's like really the first thing you've heard of, like a rapper going to jail and just like having a huge song while in jail. I know Kodak had songs and he went to jail. People free Kodak, but he had a huge song that blew him up while he was in jail. Before that, he was not even heard of. Came out, and, all the popularity he had, had the whole diss with Drake and everything like that. So he had the whole like trolling type thing, which was kind of unheard of too. And he started that whole thing up. He came there instead of being a one-hit wonder, he dropped more songs, projects, more hit songs that just started to blow up. And the whole thing with X is, he started this whole like yelling type thing. There's other people saying that they did it before, but I'm saying he brought it to the mainstream platform, this whole yelling rap, aggressive, gory type lyrics type thing. He had this whole new wave. Like it wasn't nothing. You can't say that X copied somebody because everything he did was like by himself. You can say the whole Uzi thing, but that's because you actually like listen to X. I was only on Look at Me, but everything else, he had his whole own type of wave. He paved his way for what he had in the game. So he came here. He had like little tiny hits, like before he had to Look at Me, he had little tiny hits like I'm Sipping Tea in Your Hood, everything like that. What really got him in his core fan base, and that's what really made him popular. Like he had a fan base that just really rocked him. Like whatever he did, they backed him 100%. He had a very very like a something called I forgot the name of it. I think about it later. Anyway, but he had a huge fan base, that really stuck with him about anything that he did. Like songs like I'm Sipping Tea in Your Hood. He had I Love It When They Run. And then he slowed it down. He's one of the first people to, have that versatility to come here and have a whole, like, pop song and then come here and have, like, a whole yelling song, or even sad song. He does it with, like, I Don't Want to Do This Anymore on his own underground type stuff. We're going to all those stuff, Assisted to Your Hood, Xanax, everything like that. But when X brought it in the mainstream, on his first project, 17, that took a bunch of people by storm. Like his first actual project, because like people were like, dang, like look what he's doing here. That was mostly sad songs, but he had some good lyrics that they weren't expected from this kid, because he came off not being as intelligent or being very articulate when you first heard him and Look at Me. You know what I'm saying? But he came out here and had some good lyrics, had good songs, and just had like a good little message behind stuff he was saying. So 17 kind of started this whole thing for him, and he started to take over after that. He had Jocelyn Flores on that. He had in the Nightmare song, I forget the name of that. And then he just had other songs on there. He put together a really, really good project, like Orlando, stuff like that. And it sold like that one right there sold like 80,000 like first week, I think. No, it was like 80 to 100,000 first week. So that blew up. That had some good songs on that. Then he after that he started letting the media get in his head a lot during that whole thing. After he came out with 17 and everything like that, the media was getting in his head. But soon after that, he came here with this whole positivity vibe towards the end of his life, to be honest, because that's what it was. More towards to the end of his life. He was still getting hate and everything like that. But, he came with his whole positivity type vibe, everybody doing well for themselves and everything like that. And people really starting to like that. But people saying he was a fake, he was doing it for the cameras. But, that's really the type of person he kind of was. He was like, he was mad sometimes, whatever like that. But, he tried to get positive. But when you're 18 years old and the whole world's, stand up against you, saying they hate you in the comment section every single day, you're going to have those little outbreaks sometimes. But I feel like after that, he dropped a question mark. And, that kind of took over, too. He dropped Sad, Moonlight off of that. And, those are big songs. Sad, that was like 100 million views on YouTube. So it was a very big song. And that was played all over the country, really worldwide. That was a very big song. And, that whole project was pretty big. And then, he also had his stuff with Ski Mask. That was like heavy hitters on SoundCloud. So he had like a pretty good collection of songs, and he had some very good numbers, like he had numbers for sure. That's what he definitely had on SoundCloud, on YouTube, on any of that. He had really, really good numbers. But when it comes off to after death, sadly, that's what we're speaking about right now. After that he died, I feel like that X is gonna be, his memory's gonna be left as that he's gonna be way bigger now for sure. Just like how it happened to Lil Peep after he died, he had like 800,000 before he died. He had 2 million. He has 2 million Instagram followers now, 800,000 before he died. But music getting bigger numbers, everything like that. So now that after Edge died, you can't imagine how big this man is gonna be now. Like he's got all his songs, his whole platform's gonna expand so much, and sadly won't be here to see it. But this man's gonna have like 200 million on each song he has. That's on from SoundCloud, from YouTube. He's gonna be, when I saw when Lil Peep died, and all the stuff, how his music expanded, all like the numbers just went crazy. X's number's going to be even way bigger than that. X's number's going to be huge, like 200 million on each song. It's going to be crazy. But I think he's going to be remembered as, kind of disliked, very controversial when he was alive. But people are really going to realize, what his message was now that he's dead. And I also think that he kind of started this whole wave of having a album or mixtape, and like having like different genres of music on that same album mixtape. Many people drop a album for reggae, or album for his pop stuff, album for his rap stuff, like a Drake type thing. He drops mixtape for his like actual rapping stuff, and then you drop an album, and you'll hear like all that pop type stuff, Hotline Bling type thing. X put all that stuff, but he put it in under like one album, one mixtape. It was all in the same thing. That's something you really didn't hear before that. Like you saw on Question Mark, he went from yelling to screaming to one song to sitting there rapping with Joey Bad to having just like sad songs to having like little pop songs in there too. So he was like one of the most versatile people out there, and he also had some good bars in there. But guys, that's it for this video. I just want to sit here and tell you the legacy of XXXTentacion, and we will see after he died. Now that he is dead, we'll see what blows up after this. You're gonna see a lot of people being like very big fans of him now. Now that he's dead, that's what every artist, like that's what Lil Peep too. Like 800,000, I said. Now he has 2 million. You're gonna see a bunch of big fans now. But I'm not saying that's a good thing, but I'm saying that's gonna span his legacy forever. Now he's gonna be a very big memory in the hip hop rap game for a long, long time. Like that was just huge. This is gonna be I see other dead people like ASAP Yams, Capital Steez, how they blew up after they died. If you think that was huge, X is gonna be monstrous from now on. And, that's gonna be crazy. But it's sad that he died today. But today I just want to come here and speak about the legacy. And today we usually be dropping videos every Saturday or Sunday to have this perspective podcast, my perspective as a 15-year-old about everything that's been going on. But yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys.